everybody. We got 10 minutes to game time. Let's all gather around.
Shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's awesome.
Orale Bateau.
That's amazing.
And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Damn. 21 out of 25 on the Orale, Johnny Bench, and Ellie. That's what I'm saying, good sirs. Thank you, thank you.
Is that a throuple?
That's a thruple on a card, that's right. Oh, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junkwax nasty. Buddy. Holy guacamole. Damn. That pays for your entire order. Done. That is a super short print on-card auto Jackson Churio. Damn, brother. All right, pobrecito Altuvito. John McDonald. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junkwax nasty.
Nice.
Bo frickin' Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Not Cocoa Crisp.
I mean, heck.
Ready, down, put.
Play Tecmo metal version.
Sleeve up the Acuna.
I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination.
What? I am literally crying right now. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Number to 75. Julio Rodriguez on card auto. Ah! Holy shiitake mushrooms! Amazing! Oh my gosh! My friends, my head is gonna explode! Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Last on print, 4 out of 5. Almost last on print anyway. Penultimate on print.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
I could not agree more. Twinkle Doe. Good to have you tonight, my man. There you go, LBBZ. Boom, shakalaka. Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Junkwax nasty. Congratulations, felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. Yes, for the Mets. Oh! Are you kidding me? Mike George, the co-creator of 5 for 5 Baseball, just hit a hawk. Numbered to 10. Wow. Would you just look at it? That is sick. Peanut butter and jealous Mike George. Wow, buddy. Absolutely beautiful. Hand numbered to 10.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. On opening day, an absolutely beautiful Michael Jordan SP1. Love it. There we go, my friends. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to see that.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Congratulations, Bree Imus. In my humble opinion, the best baseball player that walks the planet Earth today. And that is numbered. Gum back parallel first on print. Wow. Congratulations, Bree Imus. I just got instantly more jealous. That is amazing. First on print to 199. Congratulations, Bree Imus. That is sick.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God! Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Wow. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. Bro. Andrew Shumper's head might explode. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. You win, sir. Number 210. Bernie Brewer. Topps Dynasty. Relic autograph. I know. I know.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Junkwax. Nasty. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien, my brother. You win, good sir. Out of a Celebration Mega. That's right, Alex. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 8 out of 10 on the Bernie Brewer. That is magnificent, Kevin O'Brien. And I think that's good karma coming right back to you, my brother. Because you have been nothing short of amazing in this family, my man. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien. I am so ridiculously stoked to pull that for you, buddy. Wow. That is literally the card that Andrew Shumper has been looking for. So you might have a buyer on this one, buddy, if you want to sell it, of course.
Ripping packs with greedy flames. Junk wax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride. Creased and battered, still we ride. Junk wax finish, chaos reigns. Trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb. The past ignites an endless bloom. Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes. Modes enthroned, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight.
Good morning, legends.
Harrison Bucker, Mikey Cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light.
Yes, he does.
Positive vibes in endless fight.
Glenn Poling, good morning, my man. Brandon, I see you over there, the tatted assassin. I see you on TikTok, legends. Good morning, Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Matt Kenyon, damn good to see you, my dude.
Junk wax finish, chaos reigns. Trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise,
Good morning, Super Grover. I am sorry to hear that this morning, my brother, but I'm glad we could be here with you. We love you, buddy. Chito Vera, buenos dias. Polycarp, good to see you. Mr. Kenyon, that's absolutely right. Thank you so much. Morning guitar solo? Yes, please.
Torn edges, yellow gloss, holy relics, double lost. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world. Feel the heat.
Let's do that one actually this morning. Legends. Hey, how the heck are you? On this thankful Thursday morning, my dear friends, it is Thursday, May the 1st, 2025, and I am so ridiculously excited to see each and every one of you this morning. How the heck are you? It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. Always good to see you, you legend. Hey, folks, I got to try something here real quick. Bear with me for just a momentum. We're going to try something a little different this morning. Oh, yeah, there we go. Excellent. Folks, I need you guys to help me out, okay? Can you guys hear that
Twilight
music?
falls on empty streets. I've seen it all, the days repeat.
And actually, we can turn that down just a scotch. Thank you, Mikey. Yeah. Yes. I just turned it down. Perfect.
I'm losing touch with everything.
Thank you, Mikey 1. Thank you, Uncle Smitty. Thank you, Danny Rendon. Thank you, Grayson King, our thin blue line. Good morning, legend. All right. There you go, folks. We have stream music. Beautiful. All right, legends. Good morning, James Erickson, my fellow Washingtonian. There you go. Thank you, Matt Kenyon. Thank you, Mikey 1. I sincerely appreciate you helping me dial this in. Legends. All right, I'll go more. How about that? You know what? We could even go like that. How about that? Or is that too far? Oh, now it's off. How about that? I sincerely appreciate you helping me get everything dialed in this morning. Thank you, gentlemen. Excellent. Thank you, J-Rod. One click up. There you go. I see you, Mikey, too. That is absolutely right, my man. I would love to run some moose race this morning. And I'll tell you what, folks. If we fill all those Razzies, we will bust that 6 hobby box break this morning. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. Excellent. Thank you, Mikey. We are locked in there, folks. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, it is so damn good to see you this morning. Good morning, Wheels, our favorite Wheels in the family. I appreciate you, buddy. Damn good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. It is good to see you. It is good to be seen, my dear friends. That is correct, Mikey. Thank you. Uncle Smitty, right there to one more click. Let's go up just a scotch. How about that? I busted it up just a scotch. All right. Thank you so much, Mikey Kobaugh, dropping the break list in the chat. I sincerely appreciate that, big man. You're heading the right way for a moderator tag. You keep that work up there, good buddy. So it looks like we have a whole bunch of Razzies up there. We have a Razzie for the Tigers and Twins in our 6-boxer. That one has 5 spots left. The White Sox Razzie is completely full, so we will run that one this morning. The Diamondbacks and the Blue Jays Razzie has 6 spots left. And in our 2-box break, a separate break, we have 15 spots left. So we are halfway on that one. And 2022 Donruss has 22 spots left. There you go. Thank you, Uncle Smitty. I appreciate that. I see you, Kirk Noah, right? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more junkwax. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, as always, for helping me get this dialed in. Like a lot of you know, we're in a brand new studio. We're going to be testing things for the next couple of weeks and getting everything dialed in here, and I sincerely appreciate all of your assistance. Thank you so, so much. All right, legends. You know what we must do. We got to start this show the best way we know how. Some of that delicious nectar of life, spicy water. Always hits me right in the morning. Never does me wrong. Shout out to HEB, my HEB here in Texas. And I apologize for those of you who do not live in Texas and do not know what HEB is. It is a glorious grocery establishment. KC1 Integra, Mr. Chris Ryder. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. Slowly but surely, we are getting the whole fam family in here. There's Timbo T. Wood. There's Chef James Reinhart. Good to see you, gentlemen. Danny Rendon, your beautiful bride and you will be celebrating your 32nd wedding anniversary today. Buddy! That is absolutely amazing. And you know what? I hope you don't take this the wrong way, brother. It should not be that big of a deal that people are married that long. But in the world that we live in today, 32 years is downright amazing, brother. Sincerely, congratulations, and shout out to Ms. Rendon. And thank Ms. Rendon for letting us borrow you on a daily basis, big man. Chef James Reinhart, good morning, you sexy beast. It is damn good to see you, buddy. Brian Smith says the break picture is showing a break that's not in the site. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if we can't fix that, shall we? What break are you seeing up there, Brian Smith? Help me out there, brother. Excuse me. All right. Spicy water has been busted. We got one more bust before we got to start this show. 'Cause busting makes me feel good. You know what, folks? I think it was pretty cool. Busting in to some 1986 Topps mini liters. Let's do it. Brian Smith says the Panini single box one. Are we talking about 2022 Donruss? Oh, number 14. Yes, we did that break last night, my man. We busted that one last night, so I think it's just still up there, residual from last night. But I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, Brian Smith. Thank you so much, good buddy. Excellent. Oh, wow. I'm chucking packs this morning. I repeat, we have a couple down. Shout out to old TVP. All right, legends. 1986 mini liters. Let's see if we can't find a little holy noly. Hey, no worries, Mikey. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, legend. Glenn. Glenn. Good morning, Mr. Lucio. Damn good to see you. Mr. Chris Ryder gracing us with his presence over here on TikTok, or Twitch, excuse me. Made the switch from TikTok. Thank you, Chris Ryder. Good to see you this morning, legend. All right, here we go. Little promo. And Chris Ryder, I just saw the gifts that you sent over there on TikTok. Thank you so much, brother. As I always say, you already know. It is gifts like that over on TikTok. It is hype trains like the one we had last night. Kirk Noah got himself a magnificent Junkwax Vintage Hitbox. So it is those hype trains and the gifts over there on TikTok that truly help to keep this channel on the rails. And I literally cannot thank you enough. All right. Good morning, James Berkey. Buenos dias, Senor Ruiz. Good to see you, Oscar. All right, let's do it. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good morning. And Chris Ryder, there is never any apology necessary, you legend. It is always just damn good to see you when you can be here with us, buddy. I sincerely appreciate you, Chris Ryder. Another OG of the family. All right, we start out with Lonnie Smith with some Afro hat vibes. Beautiful. Pedro Guerrero. Shout out to Mikey, too, and the Trolley Dodgers. Also, Kilo Joe Montez. Keith Moreland. Sid Fernandez for the Mets and his luscious lip curtain.
How about the oil can? Dennis Boyd for the Bo Sox. And last but not least, the Canadian sensation, Gary Cotta. Last but not least. Fun little pack of 1986. Beautiful. Excuse me. Good morning, James Berkey. That new name kind of throws me off just a little bit, but I'm getting used to it. Mr. Chris Ryder, will we be getting more any live golf blasters? Yes, we will, sir. Absolutely. You betcha. Looking for a couple of hobby boxes, too, hopefully. We shall find out. All right, you legends, we busted into that spicy water. We busted into our very first pack of juicy junkwax. I think we need to refresh that shop for the very first time on this thankful Thursday. Let's do it. Humongous shout out to each and every one of you that have utilized junkwaxvintage.com this morning. And as always, you legends, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug this morning, damn good to see you on this thankful Thursday. My name is Dalen, also known as Junkwax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, starting and ending your days right with that daily dose of positivity. Some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always a heck of a lot of laughs. Typically at my expense. And I would have it no other way, you legends. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Folks, if you are new here and you have not smacked that follow button yet, what are you doing with your life? Come on over. Ah, gotcha, James Berkey. There you go, buddy. Well, just like me dialing in this studio over the next couple of weeks, maybe you need to dial in a new username there, my man, if that one's just not hitting you right. But I'm always damn grateful to see you, James Berkey. Good morning, you legend. Our sassy Steelers fan in the family. All right, folks. We got some new orders up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Humongous shout out to Kevin O'Brien. Another shout out to Mr. James Berkey. Our Thin Blue Line, Grayson King, Mikey 2, Matt Kenyon, Kirk Noah. Matt Kenyon, so nice he used the shop twice. Andrew Shumper, Mikey 2. All of those legends that I just mentioned have utilized junkwaxvintage.com this morning, and I cannot thank you enough. Okie dokie, I need to lock in a break spot for the legend, Mr. O'Brien, an awesome Ohioan, taking down spot number 3. In our Don Russ baseball. Thank you so much, good buddy. Good morning, Johnny Mesco. Damn good to see you here, you legend. Matt Kenyon says, quick question. The White Sox Razzie said Angels and White Sox for a while. I assume it's just the Sox at that price? That is a damn good question, buddy. I got to be honest. Mrs. Junkwax put together all the Razzies this morning. I had no idea that was actually going to happen. So your guess is as good as mine, my dude. We will figure that out together. Allow me just a moment. Yeah, I believe it is only for the White Sox, Matt Kenyon. I think it's only for the White Sox, my dude. Mrs. Junkwax has sent me that Razzie, and we're going to run it here in just a moment. Let's ask Mrs. Junkwax about the Angels. All right, done deal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mikey, could be correct. Could be correct on that one. There you go, James Erickson. That's not incorrect. All right, folks, we do have, like I said, a full White Sox Razzie. If you would allow me just a moment, we're going to run that little bad boy real quick. So shout out to Matt Kenyon, Kirk Noah, Mikey 2, and Mr. Matt Kenyon. Danny Rendon, all thanks go to you, big guy. Would not be here without you this morning, you legend. Gotcha, Matt Kenyon. Yeah, that makes more sense. Roger that, my dude. I was going to say, Mikey 2, some legend already snagged the Angels this morning. I appreciate you so much, Mr. Koba. Thank you, good sir. Big Mr. Berkey, that would be sick. I hope you do too. Wait a second. You're not in this Razzie, James Berkey, but you're in other Razzies, just not the White Sox one, my dude. Just got to be clear. All right, give me just a moment, folks. Let's start out with a little moose race this morning. That sounds like fun. Mm-hmm. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment while I bring up the moose race. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. There we go. All right, legends. There you go. Excuse me. We got to fix this screen too at some point. That drives me kind of crazy. All right. There you go, legends. We have Matt Kenyon, 1, 2, and 3. Kirk Noah, 4, 5, 6. Mikey Koba, 7 and 8. And Matt Kenyon, 9 and 10. All right. This is for the White Sox, my friends, in our 6-box hobby break. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. All right, we have Matt Kenyon on the front side, Matt Kenyon on the back side. It's like a Matt Kenyon book with some beautiful, beautiful people in the middle. All right, Kirk Noah taking the whole shot with the number 6 moose. That's a lot of moose. Matt Kenyon in the number 1 and 2 spot. Kirk Noah on the bubble. Kirk Noah falling back to the middle of the pack. Oh, no. Matt Kenyon in the number 1 and 2 spot. Mikey Koba coming up quick, though. And it's going to be a photo finish. And Kirk Noah. Oh, my Lanta. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Well, congratulations, my favorite fellow former Washingtonian. Damn good to see you, buddy. I see you, Mikey. There you go, Kirk Noah. Well, if you folks would allow me just a moment, I need to lock in Kirkimus on the White Sox. Congratulations, my man. And humongous thank you to each and every one of you that participated in that Razzie. Of course, my friends, if we fill any other ones, we will run those as well. There you go, legend. Thank you, as always. And folks, we're down to 3 teams left. Blue Jays, Tigers, and Twins. And then we're busting 6 boxes, possibly 22 autographs. Oh, I'm so excited about it. All right, folks. You already know I am chomping at the bit to see what kind of juicy ink we pull out of those boxes. Again, my friends, that is 6 hobby boxes. And you can see the picture of every box that's in that break on that post. Good morning, Ryan Fanger, a marvelous Minnesotan, gracing us with his presence this morning. Damn good to see you, buddy. Good to see Thomas this morning. Good to see Mr. Poling. I see Matt over there in the chat on TikTok. Good morning, legend. You are so welcome, Kirk Noah. Jeffro Toll, my brother. You might want to go back and watch the replay last night, Jeffro. Your ears might have been burning last night because I was talking about you quite a bit. Tyler Freed, good morning, you legend. Damn good to see you, Spongy. You know it, buddy. You're in the right place this morning, Tyler Freed. Good to see you, my man. Shout out to another Fightin' Phillies fanatic in the house. All right, legends. I am going to refresh that shop real quick. We are still awaiting our first family rip of the morning. Of course, my dear friends, you are more than welcome to go check out junkwaxvintage.com and ask Mr. Chris Ryder, because he already has this morning. All right. And it looks like we're getting closer on those Razzies, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Kevin O'Brien, Kilo, Joe Montez, Ryan Fanger. I sincerely appreciate you. Cody Durr as well. And Cody, you have a juicy stack coming your way. I helped put it together yesterday with Mrs. Junkwax. So Chris Ryder snagging spot number 14 in our Donruss baseball. And also a little NASCAR blaster. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Chris Ryder. Done deal there, my friend. All right, all right. Hey, sounds wonderful, Jeff Rotel. I gave you lots of shout-outs last night, big man. And I wore your straight out of JWV shirt last night, and I did show the family the amazing mat that you sent to us that we are awaiting a frame on. So thank you again, Jeff Rotel. Legendary move, my brother. I cannot thank you enough. As always, there is never any obligation to send us anything, and when you do, it hits me in the feels, big time. And especially the one that Jeffro sent, because like I said last night, folks, he sent not one, not two, but 3 brand new shirts for myself and Mrs. Junkwax, and he gave us a housewarming gift of an amazing mat that I showed off last night. So thank you again, Jeffro. Cannot thank you enough, my brother. Brandon Franz, a.k.a. Johnny Utah, good morning, legend. Just popping in while you're getting ready. Headed to Logan to watch 2 of your daughters graduate. That's amazing, buddy. Congratulations, Brandon Franz. That is a testament to parenting, good buddy, because that does not happen automatically. Good morning, Lukey. Great to see you, my brother. Top of the morning to you. Hey, I know it, Jeffro. Right back at you, big man. Good morning, Captain. Excellent to see you this morning, my brother. All right, Mr. Ryder, let me snag down a Don Russ NASCAR box, and let's rip that little bad boy together. Our very first family rip of this Thankful Thursday. Ooh, that's a stretch. 2023 Don Russ Racing. Best of luck to you, Chris Ryder. Good morning, Cincinnati Steve. How you doing, Steve-O? Excellent to see you on this Thankful Thursday as always, legend. Thank you so much, Lukey. Oh, absolutely right, Brandon Franz. Well, give yourself a pat on the back for that one also, buddy. You know, we can't take full credit for what our children do, but we can take a little bit of credit for where they are in their life, in my humble opinion, because kids don't get there typically on their own, right? Had to have some parental influence. So congratulations, Brandon Franz, and thank you for putting out some quality humans into the world. We need as much of that as we can get nowadays, for sure. All right, legends, for the very first time on this Thankful Thursday morning, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Best of luck to you, Chris Ryder. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I sincerely appreciate you, Trevor Taylor. Thank you to my fellow Austinite. That's right, Mikey, too. Somebody test those moose for performance-enhancing substances. Somebody check that moose's ear. Empty box there, Chris Ryder. Pack number 4 to the side. All right, let's go. Good morning, all you legends over there on TikTok, Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. I see you, and I love you. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Starting off with Kyle Larson. Kevin Harvick. Landon Castle on the 1990 throwback. How about a green Pulsar Prism, Ty Gibbs? Almost a little color match there with the Monster logo. Taylor Gray, appropriately on the gray parallel. It's a lady. How about Deegan's daughter, Haley Deegan? Always making me feel super old. Shout out to the Metal Militia. How about Tony Stewart on the Metal Masters? How about the Metal Masters so nice you got them twice? How about Dale Earnhardt Jr.? That's a pretty one. Not numbered, but I am going to go ahead and sleeve that up for you, big guy. Tony Hernandez. Good morning, you legend. Another OG of the family, gracing us with his presence. Damn good to see you. How are we this morning, Tony? And last but not least on the chrome, or optic, excuse me, Eric Almirola. Last but not least. Lukey. Ooh, you snagged something down from junkwaxvintage.com. Thank you so much, good buddy. We will refresh that shop in just a moment. How about Ryan Newman? Alex Bowman. Kyle Larson, so nice we have seen him twice. Brad Keselowski on your green Pulsar Prism. Kissing the Blaney Stone, Ryan Blaney. Brett Moffitt on your green 1990 throwback parallel. Under the Lights, Bubba Wallace. Ba 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 ba. How about from my home state of Washington, Mr. Casey Kane? And last but not least, a little PSA 10 NASCAR reporter. Awesome. Moving on. I love it, Tony Hernandez. There you go, brother. That is a beautiful thing on this thankful Thursday morning. I think this is the first time we are seeing you, Tony Hernandez, when we're here in the new studio, buddy. Awesome to see you this morning, Tony. For those of you that don't know, Tony Hernandez is another legendary human being that has been with me since I was ripping packs back in the closet. I love that dude. All right, Jimmy Johnson, and we are not talking about dem boys. Mrs. Brucey, good morning, Kayla. How are you this morning, Ms. Google It? How about Jesse Uigi on your rated rookie? Casey Kane, so nice, we have seen him twice. Bill Elliott. Eric Jones on the gray. Lawless Allen. That is Lucy Lawless's nephew. Thrice removed. Just kidding. And last but not least, another Kyle Larson on your optic. Fun. Moving on. Mikey 2 says, a little birdie told me another Razzie is sold out. Really? As always, you legends, we're going to bust through another Razzie here in just a few minutes. All right, we got Miat and his Gyat Snyder. Chase Elliott. Casey LaJoey. Eric Jones on your green Pulsar Prism. Cole Custer. Steve Custer's brother. Thrice removed. Tanner Gray on the green 1990 throwback parallel. William Byron on the Elite Series. Ooh, how about an Unleashed Austin Dillon on the Prism. Carl Edwards on your optic. And last but not least, another PSA 10 NASCAR reporter. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, good morning, buddy. Go team. Good to see you, Scotty. Mainly Breaks, good morning. All right, we have some morning Kyle Busch. Greg Biffle. Ross Chastain, Jessica's cousin. Chastain, so nice, we got him twice on a green Pulsar 1990 throwback Prism. Back-to-back 1990 throwbacks with Eric Jones. Kyle Busch, little color match green. Kurt Busch, we got back-to-back Bushes. Shout out to MJ. And another NASCAR reporter. Excellent. Old Horseshoe Jeremy Coe, good morning, you legend. Damn good to see you, buddy. The finest horseshoe this side of the Pecos. Good to see you, my dude. Another OG of the family. That's a lot of Bush. That's right, Tyler Freed. That's a lot of Bush. All right, Austin Dillon. Mike Harmon, looking thicker than a couple of Snickers. Justin Haley. Chris Buescher. And how about an autograph in your blaster box, my brother? And that one is numbered to 99 on your signature series. There you go, buddy. Chris Buescher. Little red foil autograph. And that one's going in a brand new 35-point Junkwax Vintage top loader. There you go, buddy. Stoked we could find an autograph together this morning, my man. How about Joey Gacy? Joey Gase? Richard Petty on the Metal Masters. Look at that young buck. Kyle Busch on the Elite Series Prism. And last but not least, another Ross Chastain on your optic. Excellent. And coincidentally, my friends, these are 2023 NASCAR, but that is the same exact design that they use on 2022 Donruss. And we just happen to have a 2022 Donruss break up there in the shop right meow. Crazy.
One day on, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Chris Ryder. And I sincerely appreciate you being our very first family rip of this thankful Thursday. Let's go. There you go, Lukey. That's right. So much bush, we need a weed whacker. Fuzzy, good morning, you legend. All right, brother, here we go. Justin Allgaier. Dale Jarrett for the UPS. Jeff Gordon. He drives fasty, call him Jeff Gordon. How about another Kurt Busch on the Race Kings, excuse me. Legend Terry Labonte. Back-to-back legends with Richard Petty on the green. Ross Chastain on the Unleashed. And last but not least, my man, Optic rated rookie Prism Parker Chase. Finishing that one off for you. There you go. I love it, Matt Kenyon. Thank you. Damn right, Tony Hernandez. You are so welcome. Chris Ryder, it is always my pleasure, brother. And thank you again for being our very first rip here in this family on this thankful Thursday, the very first day of May of 2025. And folks, like I said last night, my son is going to turn 18 in 19 days. On May 20th, my son will be 18 years old. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Kind of a cool personal announcement. I paid my last child support payment. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if anybody else has paid their last child support payment and you know how that feels. Thank you. Obviously, I am not done supporting my son, but I'm done giving money to his mother. Not that that was ever a problem, but you know what I mean. Thank you, Lukey. I appreciate that, big man. Thank you so much, Jeffro. Thank you, Brian Smith. So we were actually a month ahead. So our last month was April. It feels so good. Damn right. There you go, Kirk Noah. Mikey, that's right. That's right. Ah, Mr. Ryder, your daughter just turned 20. Your son is 14. Excellent, my dude. So you're almost there. Old horseshoe, you silly goose. All right, let me put Chris Ryder's name on this little bad boy. And then I am going to refresh that shop. Less talky, more rippy. Glenn Lucio, year and a half for you before you get that feeling. Ah, brother, well, I'm excited for you. All right, Mikey 2 says we have 2 left in the Diamondbacks and Blue Jays Razzie. Beautiful. Exactly right, Kirk Noah. We're on the same page, brother. And a lot of you know that Sawyer, my 18-year-old son, is going to move in with us. So I'm going to have my son full-time for the first time since he was like 2. That's pretty friggin' sweet. I am stoked about it. All right, legends. I am refreshing the shop real quick to see where we are at. Hey, thank you so much, Kirk Noah. Lukey, you are absolutely right. Yes, he is. As I have said before, this is the nicest home I have ever lived in my entire life. By far. So, thank each and every one of you because I would not be standing here, I would not be talking to you like this without each and every one of you. And that's why I give it up to you every single day. Oh, hell yeah, Mr. Sanderson. Coming in like Mike Lowry with the thunder. All right, Mr. Koba, snagging a couple of Razzie spots. Thank you so much, good sir. And then Lukey. Ooh, 2022 Topps Tier 1? Yes, please. Allow me just a moment. Beautiful. Lukey, my brother. I am always grateful when you snag anything down from the shop, but I am especially grateful for this one, buddy. This one's been burning a hole in my pocket, figuratively. I've wanted to see what's in this one for a few days, so thank you so much, good buddy. Jeffro, the big boys sold out? Oh, actually, so Mrs. Junkwax pulled down the last few teams, and we are Razzying them off. So we have Razzies up there at junkwaxvintage.com right now. I think there's 2 spots left in one of them. We're getting pretty damn close there, legends. All right, Lukey. Best of luck to you, big man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, looking forward to it, Kirk Noah. You know it, brother. All right, folks, here we go. Good luck. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Hope he's driving safe out there this morning. You know it, Lukey. Here we go, buddy. High risk, high reward. On the tier 1. Empty box there, brother. Oh, hell yeah. I cannot thank you enough, Mikey 2. He has let me know that all the Razzies are sold out, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we're busting into 6 boxes this morning. Threaten me with a good time. All right, we start out with Uncle Larry. Shout out to the Fightin' Phillies, Mr. Tyler Freed, Uncle Smitty, Mikey 1. We have a lot of Fightin' Phillies fans in the family. To $3.99. Aramis Ramirez on the tier 1 talent, numbered to $2.99 for the Cubbies. And Josiah Gray for the Nationals, number 273 out of 299 there, my dude. And that is a rookie. As always, Lukey, I cannot thank you enough for snagging that big boy down from the website. I am going to top load each and every one of these for you. You are so welcome, Lukey. It is always my pleasure, big man. And I think that one's going to go in 100 point. Nope. That's better. Your tier 1 talent, Aramis Ramirez, also to $2.99. And last but not least, your Josiah Gray. Like a glove. And in my humble opinion, my dear friends, those Junkwax Vintage top loaders are the perfect complement to some beautiful cards. There you go, buddy. Thank you as always, Lukey. And I am looking forward to our next rip, my brother. Cannot thank you enough for letting us rip those together. Excuse me. Old Horseshoe Jeremy Coe, you gotta go, buddy. I totally understand when life comes first, but damn, I am super grateful to see you this morning. Thank you so much, Jeremy Coe. Have a terrific Thursday, buddy, and I hope to see you after dinner tonight. Remember, my friends, we're starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening. All the shows this week, if you've noticed, if you looked at the schedule over there on Instagram, all of our shows this week start at 7:30. There is a reason for that, folks. A lot of you know that we're cleaning out our old apartment, and we're turning in the keys on Saturday morning, so we will be completely done with the old place. So next week will be the very first week that we're here, and I don't have to keep running over to the old house. So I am ridiculously excited to be done with all that. Alrighty, legends. Glenn Lucio. You will see us on YouTube shortly. Excellent. Thank you, good buddy. Yep. Since it's full, I am assuming today you will drop the next break. We are going to work on that next break today. I'm hoping I can have that done tonight. I will always keep you updated, though, in the Junkwax Vintage Family Chat and Discord as well. And folks, as always, if you have not joined us over there on Facebook yet or Discord, please feel free to do so. It is free, it is easy, and that's where you find out all the important information about this channel. Okie dokie, Danny Rendon and Mikey too, thank you so much, you legends. I think I see what you're trying to do over there, boys, and I appreciate it more than you will ever know. I would love to give away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. Threaten me with a good time. Okay, folks, we do have some full Razzies, it looks like, and that leads me to believe that Mrs. Junkwax is probably going to send them over to me ASAP. Uh-huh. Let's double check, shall we? Yep. Mm-hmm. I see him. Thank you so much for bearing with me for just a moment while I copy and paste a list to put into a race for us. All right, it looks like we have the Tigers and Twins Razzie. Shout out to Matt Kenyon, Mikey 2, Ryan Fenger, James Berkey, Cody Durr, Kirk Noah, Grayson King, Mikey 2, Kevin O'Brien, and Mikey 2. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Hope he's having a wonderful morning this morning. All right. Legends. Matt Kenyon, Mikey 2, Ryan Fenger, James Berkey, Cody Durr, Kirk Noah, our Thin Blue Line, Mikey 2, Kevin O'Brien, and Mikey 2. Now remember, folks, this is for the Tigers and Twins. We're going to take 1 and 2, and this will be hit draft style. So whoever gets first place will have their choice of both of the teams, and whichever one they do not choose, number 2 will be assigned. Alrighty, 30 seconds on the clock, my dear friends. Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kevin O'Brien taking the whole shot. Ryan Fenger, the number 3 Moose, sniffing the front for just a moment. 20 seconds to go, and it looks like Kevin O'Brien has a healthy lead. Kevin O'Brien in the number 1 spot, but he has fallen quickly back to the middle of the pack. Oh, no. Grayson King, our Thin Blue Line, emerging to the front. Ryan Fenger on the bubble. But Cody Durr is coming up quick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta! Matt Kenyon turning on the NOS at the last second. Congratulations, Matt Kenyon. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, my brother. Congratulations, Matt. I am so sorry, Ryan Fenger. Gosh dang it. I apologize, you legend. All right, we have Matt Kenyon, number 1. Cody Durr was number 2. Excuse me. Trevor Bostwick, good morning, you legend. Good to see you, my dude. Excuse me. All right, so Matt Kenyon wants the Twins, so that means Cody Durr is going to have the Tigers. Excellent. Folks, we have one team to go. It is the Toronto Blue Jays. And I think I'm going to have that Razzie in my email box here in just a moment. James Berkey, I'm so sorry, buddy. I apologize. Happens to the best of us, though. And I sincerely appreciate you trying this morning, my friends. Thank you so, so much. I apologize that everybody can't win. Gosh dang it. I wish. A little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Barost. All right, I got you locked in there, Mr. Kenyon. Allow me just a moment here, folks. I'm going to check my email. Yep, there it is. We have the Blue Jays and the Diamondbacks. Last 2 teams. And we have, I'll show you here in just a second. Last Moose race, you incredible human beings. All right, in this one, my friends, for the Diamondbacks and the Blue Jays, we have Mikey 2, Kilo Joe Montez, Mikey 2, James Berkey, Kirk Noah, Grayson King, Cody Durr, Mikey 2, and Mikey 2. 30 seconds on the clock. And for our last 2 teams, you legends, we're doing them hit draft style just like we did the last one. So whoever wins gets their choice of the Blue Jays or the Diamondbacks. And whoever gets second place will get whatever team number 1 did not choose. Alrighty? Let's do it. We have Mikey 2 on the front side, Mikey 2 on the back side. It's like a Mikey 2 sandwich. Kirk Noah taking the whole shot. Mikey 2 zooming to the front twice with the number 1 and the number 4 Moose. Goodness gracious, his number 1 Moose has fallen to the back of the pack. I think he got a pretty damn good shot there, though, Mikey 2. And here we go, folks. Mikey 2 in the number 1 spot. Kirk Noah on the bubble. Kilo Joe Montez coming out of the backfield. And it looks like Kilo Joe Montez is going to take the win. And Kirk Noah in the number 2 spot. There you go, gentlemen. Congratulations, my dear friends. You are so welcome, Matt Kenyon. Thank you, my good buddy. All right, Kilo Joe Montez. Are we taking the Diamondbacks or the Blue Jays, my brother? Good morning, Miss Mary. Wonderful to see you, young lady. How are you? All right, Kilo Joe Montez takes the Diamondbacks. And Kirk Noah is taking down the Toronto Blue Jays. Excellent. All right, legends. We have a beautiful full break sheet, my dear friends. You know what that means. Let's bust into 6 magnificent hobby boxes on this thankful Thursday morning. And would you all like to screenshot that list? Because if you do, now would be a perfect time to do it. There you go. All right, legends. A little housekeeping. All right, folks. We have 6 boxes. 2024 Topps Heritage, 2022 Topps Series 1, 2024 Press Pass, 2024 Impeccable, and 2024 Panini Prospects Edition. Kirk Noah says, give my Blue Jays to Mikey? That is absolutely amazing, my brother. Are you sure? I am so happy to do that. You betcha, and I cannot thank you enough for paying that forward to the family, you legendary human being. I assume you're talking about Mikey 2, Kirk Noah. Thank you so much, Super Grover. Timbo, did you get the Padres and the Ted Sox? Yes, you did. Absolutely, my man. I know it, Kirk Noah. You're absolutely right. All right. Allow me just a moment to wipe that out. Mikey 2. You win there, my dude. And that's just another reason why I love this family, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for paying that forward, Kirk Noah. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely appreciate you. Mikey 2, you're in there for the Blue Jays, big guy. Oakley dokley, folks. So, I think we need to start with our 2024 and 2022 and Bowman's Best. And we're going to finish off with the Impeccable Press Pass and Panini Prospects Edition. Alrighty? Best of luck to each and every one of you. And as always, my dear friends, I cannot thank you enough for participating in this break and just being a member of this family. I love you so, so much. All right, here we go, everybody. For better or worse.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Macho Danny Savage.
Oh, yeah.
I am humble in general.
Let's do it. Mary says, help. Uh-oh, what's going on, Mary? What's up? Hey, we love you, Mikey, too. Matt Kenyon, thank you. I don't want to move any further forward just in case we got something going on. Hey, thank you again, Kirk Noah. What's up, Mary? How can I help you, my dear? I appreciate the positivity, James Berkey. I love it. Timbo, gosh dang it, happens to the best of us, big man. All right, Miss Mary says, I don't understand what the Blue Jays is all about. They were gifted to Mikey, too. That's what's up with the Blue Jays there, Mary. All right, legends. Let's do it. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Thrice. 2024 Topps Heritage High Number. Thank you, Matt Kenyon. Josie, the one-armed bandit, good morning. Glenn Poling, thank you for being here this morning, good sir. Thank you for bearing with me while I Bust out some packs here. Empty box. Oh, Bowman's best. Our pack number 4s to the side. And we will bust those last. All right, 2022 Top Series 1. So, folks, there are some seriously cool cards you can find in 2022 Top Series 1. The home field advantages. There's a Ken Griffey Jr. home field advantage that can be found. There is our silver pack. We're going to rip into that little bad boy last with our pack number 4s. Empty box. And one last. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Excellent. And we have one last box. For round number 1 anyway. Oh, and we have our very first box topper, and it goes to the Pirates. There you go. Matt Kenyon. Little Henry Davis. Rookie box topper. There you go, good buddy. All right, legends. 3 empty boxes and a whole bunch of packs. Our pack number 4s are right here off to the side. You can see them as well. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Folks, we have a lot of boxes to get through, so I am going to cruise through these. Ah, there you go. I love it so much, Matt Kenyon. I would love to find you some skeins in here, big man. Good morning, Macho Danny Savage. I sincerely appreciate the sweet gift over there on TikTok. Legend. Alrighty, folks. My Barossa. Starting off with Jorge Barossa. Kopech. Urtubise for the Reds. Biggio. Leo Rivas, Duran, Medeiros, Paul Sewald, T.J. Hopkins, shout out to Tristan, Camargo, Diaz, Jeffers, Royce Lewis for Minnesota, always a partay with No Elvie, Marte, and Ellie De La Cruz co-starring. Shout out to Mikey Koba and the Cincinnati Reds, Adam Duvall, In the Garden of Cam Eden, Shota, rookie, Jackson Merrill, rookie for the Padres. Blanco. Jordan Hicks. Caballero. Your first Paul Skeens sighting. There you go, Matt Kenyon. Ben Brown. Trevor. Tanner Houck. Great Christian Scott. Hoofatted. Connor Wilson Phillips. Vladdy. Mr. Cropley. Tyler Cropley. Tyler Glasnow, back-to-back Tyler. Shout out to Tyler Freed. Ooh, our very first numbered Chrome for the Blue Jays going to Mikey, too. How about thicker than a couple of Snickers, Alejandro Pena? And that one is numbered to $6.99. Harmon Killebrew for Minnesota going to Matt Kenyon. Mr. and Mrs. Flaherty's boy. Amos Willingham going to the Nationals. And Reynaldo Lopez going to the Braves. Not too shabby on round number 1. Sleeving up the Alejandro Pena. All right, Topps Series 1. James Berkey, you are just full of positivity this morning, my man. I appreciate it. There you go, Tyler Freed. Thank you for the tiny dinies. yeah. I see you over there, Mr. Maloney. Little cuffing. No big deal. All right, round one. We got the Moose, and we're not talking about Uncle Moosey. Mike Moustakis. Marco, Spencer, Arosa Reina, and my friends, my family. Can I ask you to light that chat up like the 4th of July, please and thank you, with those Arosa Reinas? Mike Miner. And it's probably a minor. Alex Kirilloff from Minnesota. Thank you, Patrick Freund. Keston Hura. Mueller. Chris Bryant. Welcome to the show, Alex Bregman for the Astros. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. Alex Wells. Kluber. Eli Morgan. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor. John Lester. Devin Williams. Vidal Sassoon Bruhahan. David Price. Hassan Kim. Zimmerman. Eflin. Zach Pop. Smiley. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor on your rainbow foil. Taiwan Walker. Matt Manning, rookie. Eddie Rosario. Desclafani for the Gigantes. Andrew Vaughn. Julio Urias for the Trolley Dodgers. Ouch, kabibbles. Atreyu Abreu. Kyle Hendricks. You, Manaea. Your 2024 Rookie of the Year, Louis Gill. Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to Luke Weaver. Garrett Cole for the Pinstripes. The Man, the Myth, the Maze on the 1987 wood grain throwback, little 35th anniversary for the Gigantes. Kyle Tucker. Kwang Hyun Kim. Miggy. Ashby. Chaz McCormick. Iglesias. Marcus Stroman. Abe Froman. The Sausage King of Chicago. Justin Turner. Nunez. Starling Marte. My PC, some Jazz of the Chisholm. Sonny Gray. Ooh, we have a flashiest feat for the Milwaukee Brewers going to, Kirk Noah has the Milwaukee Brewers in this one. There you go, Kirkamus. Gurriel. Brandon Marsh. Key Bryan. Stallings. And Ernie Clement, last but not least. Not too shabby on round one. And Kilo Joe Montez. If we need to chuck this Julio, brother, you let me know. Our first Urias of the new studio. All right, folks, 2024 Bowman's Best. And remember, my friends, we are looking for 4 autographs in this one. Cody Supergrover asking how the Arosa Reina thing even came about. That one was pretty organically, actually. Whenever I would pull a Randy Arosa Reina, people would put those emotes in the chat. That simple. I appreciate you asking, my man. Kilo Joe Montez, thank you. I was hoping you would say that, good sir. I hope his trays, seat tables, and seat backs are in their full, locked, upright positions. See ya. All right, legends, here we go. Starting off with Jose Ramirez. Jordan Lawler, rookie for the Diamondbacks. Our first die cut for the Blue Jays going to Mikey 2. Those are beautiful, my man. Nice one, Mikey 2. Our very first autograph goes to the White Sox and Kirk Noah. Midnight in Colson, Montgomery. There you go, Kirkamus. Adley Rushman on the refractor. Christian Moore. Acuna Matata. Julio Rodriguez. There you go. Jackson Merrill on the showpieces. Rookie for the Padres going to Timbo. Jordan Lawler. Refractor. No Elvie. Nick Kurtz. There's your chase for the Athletics. Jack Leiter. Christian Moore for the Angels to 150 for Mikey 2 on the blue X-Fractor. Nice one, Mikey 2. And Julio Rodriguez on the refractor. Last but not least, going to Mary. Congratulations, Mary, on your Seattle Mariners, my dear. You know, when you find the Julio refractor, you sleeve the Julio refractor. There you go, Miss Mary. All right, not too shabby on round number 1 out of Bowman's Best. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Cheers. Broast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. All right, we got a sleever here, your Christian Moore. And our very first autograph. And of course it goes to Kirk Noah. On the stand he goes. Little adjustment. That's better. All right, folks, we are back to the beginning. Let's go back to some 2024 heritage. Miss Mary, you know, I'd have to double check on those, Miss Mary. But I sincerely appreciate you asking, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you so much, Kirk Noah. My man. Randy, good morning, you legend. Thank you, Macho Danny Savage, for the Arose Arena. And the amazing Randy, thank you so much for the sweet gift over here on TikTok, my brother. All right, here we go. A little IKF action for the Pirates. Nunez, always drinking that Batorade. Garrett likes to crochet in his free time. Folks, make that 21 autographs because we just got the Knack. Landon Knack, rookie for the Trolley Dodgers. And that one goes to Kilo Joe Montez on the autograph. Real one autograph. There you go, buddy. Congratulations, Kilo Joe Montez. Nice one, my man. Langoliers for the Athletics. Lepicius, Stroman, Keaton Wynn. On the Contreras, Garcia, the pillar of his community. Gary in the streets. Our second numbered from Heritage, numbered to 699. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. Little Alex Bregman. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, going to Kilo Joe Montez on the rookie performers. Yoshi's so nice, you got him twice in a row? Nice one, Kilo Joe Montez. There you go, buddy. Beauties. Robert Gasser, Iglesias, Austin Hayes. Couple of Cubbies, Luke Little, Priester. Going to the Milwaukee Brewers, Brian Hudson. How about a white parallel for the Royals, Alec Marsh? That one goes to Grayson King. Nice one, Gray. Banuelos, Paxton, Tanner Scott, Rengifo, the Gipper, Sawyer Gibson Long, the Old Bull, Soriano, Martinez, perfectly programmed Ellie De La Cruz rookie for the Cincinnati Reds. There you go, Mikey 2. Peanut butter and jealous, my man. Sleeve of that one up for you. Lane Thomas, shout out to Lane Frost. I am not a Matt Crook. Trevor Rogers and Balake Walston going to the Diamondbacks. Excellent. We got to sleeve up our second autograph of the break. There you go, Kilo Joe Montez. I am stoked. We found one out of Heritage. So that is a bonus, ladies and gentlemen. That takes us to 21 autographs, likely. I am also sleeving up your Ellie De La Cruz rookie here, Mikey 2. All right, moving on. 2022 Top Series 1. Kirk Noah, I cannot thank you enough for the positivity, you legend. Love you, brother. Randy says, how you liking the new casa? I appreciate you asking, brother. So, full disclosure, the house still looks like a bomb went off. We've got boxes everywhere because we are still working on cleaning out the old apartment. So today, after the show, I'll be going over to the new apartment, bringing over some more stuff, and then tomorrow is cleaning day. We got to clean the whole old apartmento. But I love the new house, my man. Thank you so much for asking. Our animals are still getting used to it. We have 2 kitties. We used to have 3. A lot of you know we lost one a couple of months ago. Super sad. Oh, sounds wonderful, Miss Mary. And I cannot thank you enough in advance, my dear friend. All right, let's go. McCann. Todd in the wet sprocket, Mr. Empfield. What's up, dude? Great to see you on this thankful Thursday. A Gary in the streets, but a Gavin in the sheets. Rookie. Mike Trout. Donaldson for Minnesota. 2 Wongs do not make a right. Joey Gallo. Singer. Soto. The man, the myth, the pool hose. Mr. Empfield, I sincerely appreciate you beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. And folks, we are up to 614 likes over here on TikTok. Thank you. The Degrominator on the 87 throwback. Oh, there you go, James Berkey. That's what I'm talking about, my man. Thank you so much for the positivity, you legend. All right, we have Araldus for the pinstripes going to Mikey 2. Pache. Curtis Terry. He's got the juice. Tatis for the Padres. Your World Series MVP with his annoyingly perfect teeth. Down goes Frazier. Jackson Reitz. Travis Darno. Para. Jorge Alfaro. McClanahan. Johnny Gray. Miller. Corbin Burnson for Milwaukee. The Yankees. Didi. Gilbert. The Trolley Dodgers with a not-so-golden shower. A decent Odor. Josiah Gray. Arrieta. Down goes Frazier. Liam Hendricks. Anthony Rizzo. Tatis. Vasquez. As my Boston brethren would say, some Bryce Harper. Alec Boom for the Fightin' Phillies on your foil. And Cody Durr has the Fightin' Phillies in this one. The Colorado Rockies with some beardy Blackman. In solidarity, the Arizona Diamondbacks going to Kilo Joe Montez. That is one of the coolest cards of 2022 Top Series 1, in my opinion. Tony Kemp for the Athletics. Little sleeper. Jared Kelenic. Austin Meadows. Fromber. Acuna Matata. Christian Walker. Conforto. Max Kranick for the Pirates. Sammy Kershaw. Barrios. Joey Gallo on your 1987 throwback for the Pinstripes. Max Fried. Mr. Anderson. Alex Reyes. A little IKF action for the Rangers. And Leheim. Last but not least for the Rangers. Back-to-back Texas Rangers going to Cesar Mendoza. Okie dokie. Back to 2024. Bowman's best. Oh, no worries, James Berkey. Happens to the best of us, my man. See if we can't find another autograph. All right, round 2. 2024 Bowman's best. And we start with Vladdy for the Blue Jays. Hence, he is Tink Hence. Freddie Freeman. Luis Angel Acuna on your Rainbow Wave refractor for the Mets. And that goes to my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle. That is not numbered, but beautiful. Maxwell Clark on the refractor for the Tigers. Tatis. Parker Meadows. Jung Hoi Lee on your best ballers for the Gigantes. Going to Rob Richardson. And there it is, folks, for the Miami Marlins. Shout out to Patrick Freund, our family fisherman, taking a beautiful autograph. There you go, buddy. Freddie Freeman's so nice. We have seen him twice. Good morning, Weston. How you doing, buddy? Damn good to see you, Mr. Dutson. El Mutante, Leo DeVries. Rojas. Colt Emerson for our Seattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. That's a nice one, my friend. Going right there up on the stand. All right, last but not least in that one, folks, we have a little Parker Meadows on the refractor for the Tigers. And Cody Durr has those Tigers. Whew. That was magnificent. Congratulations again, Kirk Noah. Second autograph up there. All right, legends. Back to 2024 Heritage. Boston Bill Cormier, good morning, my brother. How are you and Jules on this thankful Thursday? Always good to see you, my colorful Cormiers. I see you, Trevor Taylor. That is Robin Williams from Hook, my man. Shout out to Dustin Hoffman. Got to go see Charlie Babbitt. Got to go back to Walbrook. Tapioca pudding. Mr. Empfield, what's some of the app y'all use? I'm fixing to redo my collection on another device, free version. That's a great question, Todd Empfield. I got to be honest with you, my brother. I do not use any platform for my cards. I know a lot of people do, but I personally do not. So that would be a perfect question for the rest of the family. And if you want to come on over here to Twitch, Mr. Empfield, you are more than welcome. There you go, Mikey, too. You got that reference. All right, here we go. Amaya. That is a wonderful question, though, Todd Empfield. I'm with you, my man. I just wish I had a better answer for you. Frankie Montes. Shenton. He shented on a turtle. Grayson Rodriguez. Shout out to Grayson King. Mitchell Parker for the Nationals on the blue border. Rookie. That goes to Kirk Noah. Oliver Dunn. I toss my keys to the magnificent moustache of Dylan Cease. Balazovic. Josh Bell. Royce Lewis for Minnesota. Blanco. Jordan Hicks. Caballero. Ahmed. Uwasawa. Tyler Mahle. Austin Martin. Why am I saying Whit? Weird. Whit Merrifield. Another Paul Skeens for the Pirates. O'Doyle Rules. Jazz Chisholm. Sean Dubin for Trevor Taylor's Astros. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, Angels. Mikey Koba. MVP. Shohei Ohtani. As our little buddy Noah would say. Shohei Ohtani. Woo! Shout out to Noah. Cutter Crawford. Yeah, they call him the fireman. That's his name. The fireman, Kenley Jansen. MJ Melendez. Michael Bush. Eduardo Rodriguez, little Erod. Connor Wilson. Phillips. Vladdy. Mr. Cropley. Munoz. That is a base short print on the Munoz. O'Hoppy. Rowdy. Cole Wynn. And Razor Ramon. Chico. Say goodnight to the bad guy. Little sippy, my friends. Cheers. Dusty Rupp, the American Dream, gracing us with his presence this morning. Damn good to see you, you sexy beast. Dusty Rupp says, looks like that Caminero is doing roughly $100. That's only going to go up because that kid is going to be a perennial all-star. I could not agree more, Dusty Rupp. You are spot on, my brother. And again, congratulations, Kirk Noah. You win, sir. You win. So far, anyway. We still have a long way to go. All right, back to 2022 Top Series 1. Thank you, Dusty Rupp, for looking that bad boy up. I appreciate it. Now I want to find a home field advantage out of this hobby box. All right, let's go. The proud owner of the most Scandinavian name in all of baseball, Mr. Lars Nootbaar. All Rise, Aaron Judge. Kepler. The Big Dumper. Luis Robert, chucking some lumber. Tommy La Stella, shout out to Stella. Yasmani Grandal. Garrett Cole's brother-in-law. Not kidding. Brandon Crawford. Erod. Archie Bradley. Javier. Carson Kelly. The Cardinals, shout out to our St. Lunatics, Jeff Rowe and Mr. Willard. Shout out to Trevor Taylor. Somebody bang a trash can for his PC. Air Jordan Alvarez. On the Contreras. Weathers. The Fireman. Kyle Lewis. Freeland. Travis Shaw for the Bo Sox. Santillan for the Reds. Back-to-back Cincinnati. Dubon. Sammy Kershaw on the welcome to the show for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Kilo Joe Montez. Enrique Hernandez. Shout out to Tony. Pavin Smith. Whit Merrifield. Boba Fett. Mr. Wendell's a bum. And I am still thirsty. Martin Maldonado. Ryu. Hadouken. Aliuken. Carlos Rodon. Mateo. Hunter Renfroe. Howard. And our relic is numbered to 199, and it is Luis Robert. Little player-worn memorabilia for the White Sox going to Kirk Noah. How about a Minnesota meetup? Shohei Ohtani and Kenta Maeda. That one goes to the Angels and Shohei. Garrett Cole. Another Shohei. Beautiful. Tyler Stevenson. Lil Nicky. Zimmerman. Corbin Burnson. Where in the world is Wander Minor Franco? There you go, Tampa Bay Rays, Kirk Noah. You let me know there, good buddy. Christian Yelich. Tyler Gilbert. Mullins. Wheeler. Rodolfo Castro. Another Bregman. Somebody bang a trash can on the 1987 throwback. John Means. Well. Holland. Arenado. And the Polar Bear. Last but not least. Kirk Noah says, send him. Yes, please. Bye-bye, Wander. We're going to find that one when we move in another 8 years. Sleeving up your relic, Kirk Noah. Okie dokie. Folks, we are on last pack magic on Bowman's Best. You know what? We're going to save that one. We'll get right back into some more Top Series 1. We'll hit that Bowman's Best when we come back to last pack magic round. As always, you legends, I am indescribably grateful to see each and every one of you this morning. As I have said before, and I will say again, my dear friends, I never apologize for the redundancy. I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you start it right here with us. And thank each and every one of you for being here this morning. Good morning, Federico. How you doing, big man? He says, what's the story behind throwing certain players? So, typically we throw players if they have done something in real life that is a little not great. For example, we chuck Julio Urias. He has domestic violence charges. And I read him. It doesn't look good. So that's why we chuck him. And then we have talked about it many, many times on this channel. Unfortunately, Wander Franco was kicked out of the MLB and had to do some jail time because he was having a relationship with an underage young lady. So that was a bummer. So that's why we chuck those guys. I appreciate you asking, Frederico. All right, Avasail Garcia. Good morning, Grandpa Brucey. Damn good to see you this morning, you handsome son of a gun. I tossed my keys to double C's. Good morning to you as well. Grandpa Brucey, your ears must have been burning this morning, buddy. We've been slicing plastic for you all morning. Higashioka, Mr. Dawson, Lukey, Austin Hedges, Funky Cold Molina, Mr. Rogers. Thank you so much, Kilo Joe Montez, The Gibber, Andrelton Jordan Simmons, Mr. Gant, Duval with the chop, Stinky Grinky, Little Yastrzemski, Oh Boy Alberto, Chris B. Flexen, Bregman, Vladdy. How about a couple of 1-2 Pictionary smiles? We have Jazz and Francisco. That one goes to the Marlins. Charlie Morton with my favorite Braves hat. Urshela, Stuart Morgan Fairchild. How about the Big Hurt with the big heart? Mr. Frank Thomas going to the White Sox. Both halves of Slam Diego, Tatis, and Manny Machado. The Rays, the White Sox, the Athletics. Mr. Hampson, Zunino, Cesar Hernandez. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. Wayno, Eduardo Pablo Escobar, Kevin Pillar. There you go, Grandpa Brucey. I'm with you, my tinnitus brother. Emmanuel Rivera. Jojo the Fat Man's twin brother, Mr. Jared Walsh. Nelson Cruz. The Bard. Pearson. That one goes to the Toronto Blue Jays and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Cincinnati Reds. That goes to the Blue Jays' Robbie Ray. Orale Vato. Justin Dunn. Brantley. Danny Jansen for the Blue Jays. Mookie. Sammy Long. Hayward. Joe Musgrove. Somebody check this man's ear for foreign substances. Eugenio Suarez. Jesse Winker on your 2021's greatest hits, back-to-back for WKRP in Cincinnati. Another Vladdy. Aiken. Trey Turner for the Trolley Dodgers. Liftoff for the Houston Astros going to Trevor Taylor. Finishing that one off. Alrighty, let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Mikey1 says, Dalen, I added your sound effects for bits, but I don't think the source is enabled on your scene for sound. We can work on it post-stream. I would love to, Mikey. Thank you so much, my brother. And thank you in advance. Glenn Lucio asking, any Braves or Orioles hits since you've been gone? I don't think so, my man. I don't think so. Nothing crazy yet for the Braves or Orioles. But we still have a long way to go. That's right. Shout out to Eugenio Suarez. Damn right, Grandpa Brucey. Knocking 4 dingers in one game. Guy still got some spunk left in him. Very nice, Glenn. Or excuse me, very nice, James Berkey. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. There it is. Thank you so much, Mikey. I'm hearing it through the show. Looks great. And Anna Diane, thank you so much for the bits, you big sweetie. I sincerely appreciate you. Helping to keep this channel on the rails. As always, you legends, if you are new here this morning, welcome. If you have been here before, if you're an OG of the JWVCC, big hugs and firm handshakes all around. If you are new here this morning, my friends, welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as Junkwax Vintage. You can find me here almost every morning, starting your day right with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always a hell of a lot of laughs. So, folks, if you are new here this morning, you might want to smack that follow button, because not only do we do this every morning, we do this every night. Also, I will be back here tonight after dinner, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope to see you here tonight also. All right, here we go. Isaiah Campbell with his luscious lip curtain. Yuki. Jenny Jones' son, Jared. Robbie Ray. Rosa Reyna. on the Mariners color match. There you go, Miss Mary. Beautiful. Chaz McCormick and Smix. There you go, Mikey, too. Thank you so much, big man. Connor Wong. Mana Ea. Oh, you guys are not hearing the sounds. Roger that, Mikey. Well, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, brother. Dusty Rupp, you saw a stat this morning about Eugenio Suarez having more strikeouts this season already than Tony Gwynn had in all of the 90s. Nice. Well, he tried to make up for it with 4 home runs in one game. Feast or famine for Mr. Suarez. Lipscomb, Austin Hayes, Luke Little, Priester. How about Whitey? 70 out of 75 on the black refractor. Congratulations, Grayson King. 70 out of 75 on the black. Those are so damn cool. I'm a huge fan of black refractors. Vidal, Sassoon, Brujahan. Hey, you and I both, Jared Hillis. Ginkle. Elahiris Montero. Jackson Holiday rookie. Andrew Vaughn. Hudson for the Milwaukee Brewers. Nick Martinez. Kyle McCann. Jung Hui Lee. Ooh, on the throwback MLB debut to 1954, the Minnesotan legend Harmon Killebrew. Awesome. Forrest Keith Whitley. Jorge Soler. Melass. Jurickson. The Gipper. The Old Bull. Soriano. J.D. Martinez. Tyler Mahle for the Texas Rangers on your white border. There you go, Caesar. Tristan Gray. Ozuna. Louis Gill. And Joey Ortiz, last but not least. Excuse me. Little housekeeping, folks. Give me just a moment. Excuse me. That's so much better. I have wrappers everywhere down by my feet. Okay, folks, back to 2022 Top Series 1. And this is going to be our last pack magic round. And then we're busting into the big boy boxes. Good morning to each and every one of you incredible human beings over there on those alternate platforms. Folks, if you are tuning in on TikTok, Kick, YouTube, or Facebook, you are more than welcome to make the switch to Twitch. We would love to have you. Come on over, baby. I'll see myself out. All right, let's go. With that fancy leg kick, Mr. Giolito, Buster Posey, Kimbrel, Captain Insano, Miguel Sano, Matt Vierling, Shohei Ohtani-san for the Angels, Pineda, Jarren Duran rookie. Ooh, how about Old Man Yastrzemski on the Diamond Great die cut for Timbo and the Bo Sox. Nice one, Timbo. Always telling us a story, Mr. Trevor. Josh Reddick. Wow. That is back-to-back, almost the same exact card. Brett Gardner and Josh Reddick. Check that out, folks. That's pretty sweet. Tyler Glasnow with his Locks of Love. Tyler McGill, back-to-back Tylers. The numbers, Mason. Mason Thompson. Merrill Kelly. Breakout Timmy Trumpet. Mr. Soto. Mike Brosseau. Pobrecito Altuvito. Shout out to Trevor Taylor of the Astros. Steven Matz. Jorge Soler. The GOAT. You spoke him into existence there, Dusty Rupp. Mr. Tony Gwynn for San Diego. The Marlins. DeGrominator. Lothar. Voltenowitz. Detmers. Hoy Park for the Pirates. Zandy from the Netherlands. JT Realmuto. Shout out to Mikey and his comment from the Canadian sensation, Mr. Gary Cotta. Zach Thompson. Excuse me, folks. You know it's Thursday. Jan for the Athletics. Corey Seager. Ian Happ. Mr. Anderson. Thicker than 5 Snickers Manoa. Sorry about that, folks. Need to snag myself a little sippy. Cheers. So much better. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Mr. Thicker than 5 Snickers Manoa. Oh, numbered to 300. There you go, Trevor Taylor. Beautiful, brother. That is an advanced stat parallel. So you have some advanced stats in here. Little extra info for Pobrecito Altuvito. Nice one, Trevor Taylor. It's actually been a while since I've seen one of those. All right, moving on. Mikey. So Trigga Trev and Trevor Taylor are 2 separate people, my brother. Ulieski Guriel. Somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor. The Atlanta Braves. The Nationals. Hernandez. Colin Moran for the Pirates. Enoa. Matty Chapman channeling his inner Todd Van Poppel. Oh, no worries, Mikey won. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Andre Jackson, rookie for the Trolley Dodgers. That was rough. Always a partay with Ketel Marte. Ramirez. Haniger. Tapia. The G-Man. Victor Reyes. Some not golden shower for the Pinstripes. Salvi for the Royals. Robbie Ray for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Ben Gamel, last but not least, for the Pirates. Folks, that is the last that we will see of Top Series 1 in this break until we get into our pack number 4s. Let's do last pack magic on our 2024 Topps Heritage High number. And a top of the morning to each and every one of you I see over there on those other platforms. Thank you for being here with me this morning. I hope we are all having a very thick with 4 C's and thankful Thursday morning. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. I see you, Mikey, too. See ya. Roger that, Mikey 1. That's racist. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Grayson Rodriguez. Jose Can You See? Tyler of the Black. Jackson Churio, rookie. Forrest and his salty walls for the Atlanta Braves to 225. Yep, 225 on the refractor, rookie. Now and then, Bobby Witt Jr. Willie Castro. Mustache Matty Carpenter. Funky Cold Molina. Zach Kickarillo, good morning, my brother in recovery. My Barossa. I'll see myself out. Michael Kopech. Urtu Bise for the Reds. Ooh. Numbered to 699 for Cesar Mendoza and the Texas Rangers. I love how many numbered cards they put in Topps Heritage High number now. In 2025 anyway, or 2024. Corey Seager for Daniel Gates' Texas Rangers. Andy Paille, rookie. Flash Gordon. Travis d'Arnaud. Van Helsley. Maeda. Jackson Rutledge. Tatis. Alec Marsh. Eddie Rosario on your blue border for the Nationals, going to Kirk Noah. Crony. The Canario in the coal mine. Alexander Canario. User 308-219-222-8896. Matt, good morning, my brother. Logan Gilbert. Brandon Walter. Biggio. Boots Camargo. Yainer. Jeffers. Nasty Nick Nastrini for the White Sox on your blue border, a rookie. And that one goes to Kirk Noah again. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor, Cody Belly, Irving Lopez, and Matty Chapman. Finishing that one off, channeling his inner Todd Van Poppel. I don't know why, but Matty Chapman always reminds me of Todd Van Poppel. All right, folks. We got a sleever here, and we got to get into our very last packs of 2024 Bowman's Best, and then we're switching to 2024 Panini Prospects, and then after that, some Immaculate and Press Pass Baseball. All right, here we go. Good morning, Zach Kickarillo. Good morning, Matt. It is great to see you as well, gentlemen. Great to be seen on this thankful Thursday morning. Still a long way to go in this one, my friends. Aw, you're immaculate, Mikey 1. I love you, buddy. All right, here we go, legends. And we start out with the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey, Gunnar Henderson, Chase Burns, die cut Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. There you go, Jeff Rotel on the fabled Phenoms. Midnight in Colson Montgomery on the All-Star for the White Sox. Bobby Witt Jr. on the Refractor. Atreyu Abreu. Air Jordan for Trevor Taylor. The Martian Jason Dominguez for the Pinstripes. Bryce Terang on the Shots by the Kid. So for you folks that might be unaware, all of these pictures were taken by Ken Griffey Jr. himself. That is why they are Shots by the Kid. Chase Burns, so nice, we have seen him twice. Speedy Gonzalez. Jackson Merrill. Wow. Numbered to 50. Congratulations, Timbo T. Wood.
Oh my God!
Jackson Merrill, gold. Congratulations, you legend. Yes, he does, Mikey 1. Wow. And we have an autograph coming right after it, too. Back-to-back bangers in this one, my dear friends. Timbo, that is 17 out of 50 on the Jackson Merrill. Nice one, brother. 17 out of 50. There you go, Mikey 2. Little age match. All right, moving on. We have another relic autograph, and this one goes to the Cubbies, I believe. Mr. Matt Shaw. And the Cubbies are Mr. Matt Kenyon. Matt for Matt. Numbered to 185. Yep, I am correct. That is a Cubby. There you go, Mr. Kenyon. I'm running out of room up here, my man. There you go. All right, and then finishing that one off is the Martian, Jason Dominguez, on the rookie refractor. Thank you so much, Todd Empfield, aren't they? I agree. All right, you incredible human beings. 2024 Panini Prospects Edition. We are looking for 6 autographs in this one, my friends. Little housekeeping. All right. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Good luck. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Cheers, my friends. Baroast. All right. Let's go. Robert Parkinson, good morning. He says, am I wrong? I haven't heard the phrase holy shiitake mushrooms. Not yet, my friend, not yet. All right, empty box there, folks. Pack number 4 to the side, because it is tradición. Mikey 2, you are sending me a donate email. Just a heads up, it's going to be slightly complicated. Well, I appreciate that, Mikey Koba. Thank you, my friend. Looking forward to seeing What you got going there, my man? I appreciate you as always, being thoughtful to the family. Oh, I hope so, Timbo. That would be amazing. All right, here we go. We're ripping all these down together. Starting with the Trolley Dodgers, Johendry Vargas. Walker Janik. Walker so nice you got him twice there, Trevor Taylor, on a prism. That one is numbered to 99. Chris Cortez for the Angels. A dollop of Dollander for the Rockies. Christian, going to the Cleveland Guardians. And that goes to Tim Hudson. Nice one, Tim Hudson. That one is numbered to 199 on our very first autograph. Connor Griffin, stud prospect for the Pirates. Stud prospect for the Fightin' Phillies, Aiden Miller. Balake. Midnight in Mason Montgomery. Ryan Johnson on the optic. Connor Griffin. So nice. We have seen him twice on the ping. Ooh, Cam Caminiti for the Atlanta Braves. There you go, Glenn Lucio. Number to 99 on the color match. Blue foil. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Another one for Kirk Noah on the autograph, and that is a base autograph, I think. Correct. Griff O'Farrell. Ivan Melendez. Heston Kjerstad. McDermott. Enrique Bradfield Jr. Bryce Rayner for the Tigers. Kjerstad, numbered to 299 for the Orioles. Colton Yellow Ledbetter. Shout out to Pearl Jam. That one goes to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah one more time. That one is not numbered. The name's Dalton. Rushing. Shout out to the Trolley Dodgers and Kilo Joe Montez. Brock Porter. Cole Carrig for Colorado. Tanner Hall for Minnesota. Jacob Wright on the prism, and that goes to the Trolley Dodgers. Not numbered. Cade Horton Heat for the Cubbies. Brody Brecht. Split your Jackson Wiggins. Another one for the Cubbies, and that one goes to Matt Kenyon on the autograph. Tommy White. Cortez. Carson Benji. Grant Taylor. Napchik, so nice. You got him twice on the prism for Cleveland Guardians. There you go, Tim. Not numbered. Travis Bazana. How about our number 1 draft pick? On the ping. Brock Porter to 199 for Cesar Mendoza's Texas Rangers. Tanner Hall for Minnesota. Beautiful red prism. Nice one, Matt Kenyon. And that one is numbered to 199 on the autograph. Zach Earhart for the Bo Sox. And last but not least for the Gigantes, going to Rob Richardson, Bryce Eldridge. That is correct. Our brother from down under. Damn right, Weston. And I'm glad to see you this morning. Sickness, good morning, my brother. Are you down with the sickness? Shout out to Disturbed and David Draymond with those cool labrae piercings that he has. I know, Matt Kenyon. You are killing it this morning, my brother. You and Kirk Noah both. Folks, we got some sleevers here. Give me just a moment, please. I'm sleeving up all the numbered cards and autographs. Oh, Mikey, too. I am so sorry, my brother. Ouch, kabibbles. It doesn't happen often, but man, it does happen. Every now and then. That is the game we play when we get into breaks. But like I said, we still have a long way to go. 2 more boxes to go, my dear friends. 10 more autographs. Jughead, good morning, my brother. Hoorah. Shout out to our devil dogs in the family. Excellent. All right, all right. Thank you for bearing with me for a little housekeeping there, folks.
One down, down, one to go.
Last pack magic on our Panini prospects there, folks. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Mikey1. You were absolutely right, my brother. Alan Fasundo. Shout out to J. Rod Hillis that found an autograph of this young man and then gifted it to our Yankees fan in the family. Sorota. Ivan Luciano. James Erickson, thank you so much, you legend. I sincerely appreciate the bits, my brother. That one is numbered to 199. Thomas White for the Marlins. Carson Benji on the ping. There you go, Athletics. Congratulations, Jeff Rotoll.
Oh my God!
That is your chase for the Oakland Athletics. Congratulations, Jeff Rotoll. That one is numbered to 125 on the autograph. Beautiful. We actually had quite a few people asking me for this guy on Whatnot on Sunday. Nice one. Jeff Rotoll. Rhett Lauder for WKRP in Cincinnati. And Speedy Gonzalez for the White Sox. Last but not least. There's Jeff Rotoll. There you go, my brother. I am so stoked that we could find that together, my dude. Just another beautiful autograph to put in the mountain of autographs that you and I have pulled together. All right, legends. Let me sleeve up the Lucky Luciano. And then we are busting into some press pass. And don't you fret, my dear friends. That one's coming next. Immaculate is on deck. Let's go. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I sincerely hope I find each and every one of you something juicy. And my dear friends, my family, it is 10 a.m. straight up here in Austin, Texas. You know that it is almost Red's burrito time. So I am going to go ahead and call a last call. If you would like to head on over there to junkwaxvintage.com and snag something down for yourself to rip, I would love to rip it for you right after this break. Feel free to head on over there and snag yourself something down. Alrighty. Buena suerte. Good luck. And shout out to the family over there on TikTok, Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Grandpa Brucey, Todd Empfield, Zach Kickarillo. Empty box. All right, let's go. Starting off with the Texas Rangers, Sebastian Walcott. Another one for the Athletics, Nick Kurtz. There you go, Jeffro. Basayo, I believe he is an Oriole. Jackson's little brother, Jason Churio. I believe he goes to the Cleveland Guardians. Landon Roop. I believe he is a Gigante. And there we go. How about a gold reflector? The man, the myth, the Braves legend, Mr. John Smoltz. Gosh, these are pretty. There you go, Glenn Lucio. How about a casual Thursday morning bookend here in the front yard? 5 out of 5 on the Smoltzy. How about Lil Troy on our very first autograph? I believe that is a Boston Red Sox. J-Rod, but for the Mets, Jeremy Rodriguez. And by the way, the Little Troy was 111 out of 199. Rodriguez is to 199. Thank you so much, Mikey, too. I appreciate the confirmation. Braden Taylor for the Tampa Bay Rays going to Kirk Noah. That is a purple reflector autograph. Oh, Trevor Taylor, you're going to be a happy camper. 9 out of 15 on the Braden Taylor. And Trevor Taylor, my brother. I hope you're sitting down, big man. Craig Biggio. Die-cut autograph on the triple threats. To 10. There you go, Trevor Taylor.
Oh my God!
Sleeving and top loading that one for you, big man.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That is gorgeous. Congratulations, Trevor Taylor. I am so stoked we could find that together, my brother. And last but not least, Drew Burris. Finishing that one off. And that one is to $199. I'll have to do some research on that one. Somebody want to tell me where Drew Burris goes? All right, let's leave those little bad boys up. Excellent. I love it so much. Thank you, Mikey 1. Thank you, Mikey 2. Ah, so he is college. Excellent. We did have a college spot in there. I wonder who snagged it. And then a little Troy to $199. And we will sleeve and top load your Smoltzy on the gold. 5 out of 5 on the John Smoltz. Good morning, Stella. Your ears must have been burning. I gave you a shout out earlier, young lady. Good to see you, Stella. All right, legends. Allow me just a moment for a little spot of housekeeping, and then we are getting into our immaculate. All righty.
One down, one to go.
Last box magic, you legends. Out of our 6 hobby box break here, as always, my friends, I have to give it up to each and every one of you. We would not be breaking this morning without you. So thank you so very, very much for your participation. Good luck. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey for possibly the last time on this thankful Thursday morning. Just a heads up, my friends, there will be some new products going up there at junkwaxvintage.com today, and we will have some new breaks going up there today as well. So it might behoove you to keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com. Empty box there, folks. Some fillers. Thanks, Panini. We have 2 packs here, folks. That's interesting. Let's go big boy first, shall we? All right, I hope so too, Mikey 2. Let's do it. Buena suerte, my friends. All right, we start off with the pinstripes. Jorge Lombard Jr. And that one is 68 of 99. And that one goes to Mikey 2. There you go, big man. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? Junkwax Nasty. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy. Beautiful. Colton Yellow Ledbetter for the Tampa Bay Rays going to Kirk Noah. And that one is numbered to 25 as well. On the Extravagance parallel. And that one is thick with 4 C's. All right. Kevin McGonigal. I believe that is a tiger, and it's a 1 of 1. Beautiful. Let's confirm that that is a tiger before I shout out who that is for. Somebody want to put that down there in the chat? Kevin McGonigal on a 1 of 1 patch autograph. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jeff Rotel. I sincerely appreciate the confirmation. So if that is indeed a tiger, my dear friends, that goes to Mr. Cody Durr. Congratulations, Cody. A 1 of 1, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, you legend. Hell yeah. We are sleeving and top-loading that one, my dear friends. Wow. That one's going to go in a 130. Sorry, Knack. Congratulations, Cody Durr. All right, moving on. For the Orioles, Jordan Westberg, 249 on the prospect autograph patch. And that one goes to Glenn Lucio. Congratulations, Glenn. Funky visuals. Good morning, my man. Good to see ya. Beautiful card for the Orioles. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. Brock Porter. And that one is numbered to 99 for our Texas Rangers. Grayson King, you lucky, lucky ducky. Number 5, Bo Jackson.
1 down, 1 to go.
Oh my God!
Another one. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Kansas City Royals and Grayson King, our thin blue line. That is first on print to 5 on the Bo Jackson. Damn, brother. That's what I'm saying, Kevin O'Brien. Goodness gracious. Sleeving up the Bo to 5. The hits just keep on coming, my dear friends. Wow. And last but not least, folks, the Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. Finishing that one off for the Orioles, and that one goes to Glenn Lucio. There you go, brother. And that one is numbered 45 out of 50? 45 out of 60, excuse me. 45 out of 60 on the Iron Man. There you go, you legends. Another absolutely beautiful family break in the books. And again, my friends, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough for helping us get that filled this morning. That was an absolute freaking blast. Timbo T. Wood, thank you so much, you legend. You go out there and please have a thankful Thursday, my man. If you are taken off. So, folks, if you would allow me just a moment, we will go through and do a recap real quick. But I got to sleeve some stuff up here first. Damn right, Trevor Taylor. Your Craig Biggio die-cut autograph numbered to 10. Congratulations, legend. That's right, Matt Kenyon. We still do have our pack number 4s. You are spot on. I just want to handle these real quick, and we still have one more pack left in the Immaculate as well. So sorry, my hand clap was slightly premature. A giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, folks, last pack magic on the Immaculate. Actually, you know what? We're going to save that one. Our silver pack will go last with that Immaculate. And let's get into those pack number 4s real quick, folks. Buena suerte. Good luck. I love it so much. Thank you, Mikey, too. Sincerely appreciate your assistance, good buddy. Todd Empfield, thank you so much for the gift. You big sweetie, I appreciate you. Jonathan, what's up, Chops? Long time no see, you legend. Hope you're doing well, you handsome son of a gun. Shout out to our fabulous Floridians. Big hugs. Firm handshakes all around. And for some reason, TikTok keeps putting me in gaming. Weird. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. All right, my dear friends. Pack number 4s of our 2024 Topps Heritage High number. O'Doyle Rules. Jazz Chisholm. Sean Dubin for the Astros going to Trevor Taylor. Erod. Silver Slugger Luis Arias on the Aqua Parallel for San Diego going to Timbo. Nasty Nick Martini. Nasty Nick Nastrini. Couple of Nasty Nicks. A Rosarena. And my friends, my family, can I ask you to light that chat up one more time this morning? Mr. Biasucci, welcome back, my brother. Mr. Empfield, I see over there, you legend. Thank you so very much, Todd. MacArthur for the Royals. Tyler Glasnow. Amaya. Montes. Shenton. The Canario in the coal mine on the Aqua Parallel. Rookie for the Cubbies going to Matt Kenyon. Suarez. Paredes. Eric Miller for the Gigantes on the rookie pitchers. Thank you so much, Patrick Freund, Danny Rendon, James Erickson, and Trevor Taylor. Get off my jock. Peterson. Martinez. McCann. Zhang Hui Li. Michael King. How about a little mini fat? Going to the Diamondbacks. A little early in the morning for a fat joke. Jake Bowers. Clase for our Seattle Mariners, but now he is a Blue Jay. Paul hit the bong. De Jong. Pepawa. Isaiah Campbell. Yuki. Jenny Jones' son Jared. Robbie Ray. Jason Foley. Tom's cousin. Josh Smith. Rosario. Tyler Anderson. And Jake Fraley, last but not least. Excellent. That is the end of 2024 Topps Heritage High number. And folks, pay no mind to the comment that was just left. Give me just a moment. I'll handle that real quick. It won't let me. Weird. If one of my moderator extraordinaires... There you go. Thank you so much. You nailed it. Appreciate that. Okie dokie. 2022 Topps Series 1. And these are our pack number 4s. I appreciate that, Trevor Taylor. You are on the way, you legend. No worries, Mikey 1. I appreciate you snagging that for me. Little cuffing. No big deal. Before we bust into our pack number 4s of 2022 Topps Series 1, cheers, my friends. It is another very, very thankful Thursday here in the front yard. Let's go. Bobby Dalbeck. Narvaez. Jake, I love a burger. Iglesias. Taylor Rogers. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy, Tom Murphy. Brendan Rogers. Archer. Ronnie Dawson. On the rainbow rookie for Trevor Taylor and his Astros. Somebody please bang a trash can. Corey Bader's cousin, Harrison. My homeboy, Lizardo. McMahon. The double bath for the Bo Sox. Julio Urias. Go to the Trolley Dodgers. Martin Perez for the Bo Sox. Keller. How about Vladi and Wander? That one goes to the Blue Jays. Galvis. Mitch Moreland. Brock Holt. Salvi. Schwarbs. An expired home run challenge going to Tim Hudson. Philadelphia's most wanted, Ian Kennedy. Willie Castro. Peralta. Suzuki. A little BDLC, Brian De La Cruz. Tommy Pham. Jesse Winker. Ty France, former All-Star Game alternate for our Seattle Mariners. Matthew Boyd. Mazika for the Mets. Severino. Duncan Chad Pinderhughes. Shout out to Kid and Play. Jake Kissing Cousins. How about a couple of 1-2 Gem Mint 10 Smiles? Francisco and Jazz Chisholm. That one goes to the Marlins. Slam Diego returns for San Diego, going to Timbo. Anthony is always on a bender for Miami. Garrett likes to crochet in his free time. Stephen Brault. Ambergy for the Pinstripes. Kowar. Justin Bieber. Seager. Yermine. Mercedes. Johnny Cueto. Trade Mancini for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Matty Ice. Zach Short. Heaney. Drew Ellis for the Diamondbacks. City of Walk-Off Love for the Fightin' Phillies. Shout out to Tyler Freed, Uncle Smitty, Mikey 1. Couple of 1-2-3 Atlanta Braves on your ribby leaders. Zach Wheeler. And the Toronto Blue Jays. Last but not least, going to Mikey 2. There you go, buddy. My friends, my family. Our pack number 4 is in our 2024 Bowman's Best. And then we're getting into those last 2 packs. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Josie, welcome back, my brother. Matt, Brucey, Todd in the Wet Sprocket Empfield. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning, my friends. As I say almost every single day, folks, and I will say it again, you could literally be anywhere this morning. There are so many awesome content creators out there. There are so many amazing pieces of entertainment. And you've chosen to be here with yours truly. And I literally cannot thank you anymore. I appreciate you so much, my dear friends. All right, here we go. For the Athletics, Zach Geloff. Perdomo. Adley Rushman. Walker Martin on the shots by the kid. Shout out to Ken Griffey Jr. Colt Emerson for our Seattle Mariners on the refractor. Seydon Rafaela, rookie for the Bo Sox. Matos. Maxwell Clark for the Tigers. Sal and his free licks on the mini diamond refractor. Rookie for the Brew Crew. That one is not numbered, but very pretty. Speedy Gonzalez for the Pirates. Jazz Chisholm. Juan Soto, back-to-back pinstripes. Jordan Lawler on the Best Ballers refractor, rookie for the Diamondbacks. Kalen Dalen Culpepper. How about a pack number 4 autograph for Minnesota? Shout out to Matt Kenyon. There you go, big man.
Oh my God!
That is Dante Culpepper's son, by the way, my brother. On-card autograph. And I believe that, yep, 146 out of 150. Hard to see it, but it is 146 out of 150. Sleeving and top loading that one for you, Mr. Kenyon. Congratulations, my brother. I think that one might have a big future in front of him. Might be a long-term hold. And last but not least, for the Texas Rangers, going to Cesar Mendoza. Jack Leiter, Al's son. All right, legends, give me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. And we have 2 packs left. Little 2-pack shaker. Our 2022 Top Series 1 silver pack. And we start with the legend, Bo Jackson, on the gold Mojo refractor. Beautiful. Congratulations again to our thin blue line, Mr. Grayson King. Nolan Ryan. Going to Trevor Taylor. Back-to-back bangers. Congratulations there, gentlemen. A Gary in the streets, but a Gavin in the sheets. And Cody Belly. Last but not least for the Trolley Dodgers. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, last pack magic. Good luck. Ooh, it's metal. For the Chicago White Sox. How about midnight in Colson, Montgomery? There you go, buddy. Excuse me. And that one goes to Kirk Noah. Congratulations again, Kirkamus. There you go, you legends. Really that time. That was the last packs. That was Immaculate 2024, Kirk Noah, correct. Hey, J-Rod, thank you so much, my brother, for a very positive morning, and we will see you after dinner tonight, my man. I know, Mikey won. I know, my dude. So, folks, what I'm going to do is after the show this morning, I'm going to set all these cards up, and I'm going to take some really cool pictures of them, and I will post them to all of our socials. So you will see exactly who got what. And ladies and gentlemen, we have started a Thick with 4 C's Thursday morning. Hype train! As always, you legends, I would love to give away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. So if you want to take this hype train to a astounding level 5, threaten me with a good time, you legends. Ask Kirk Noah about those hitboxes that he got last night. Hey, thank you so much, Kirk Noah. I appreciate it. We have just a few minutes until I can get into those Red's breakfast burritos, but we are getting close, gosh dang it. So, allow me just a moment here, my friends, for a spot of housekeeping. And I'm going to refresh that shop. Man, we got some juice in that one, my friends. Bo Jackson numbered to 5? Come on. Does not get much better than that, my dear friends. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mikey won. So it is not a hype train. It is the prediction poll. Roger that, my friend. I'm still getting used to that one. Well, I appreciate that, Mikey. No worries. All right, legends. Well, I am going to refresh that shop real quick for possibly the last time on this thankful Thursday morning. I sincerely appreciate the positivity, Todd in the wet sprocket Emp field. All right, Trevor Taylor, I see the pre-grade. Thank you, good buddy. Beautiful. All right, legends. I love you all so damn much. Another thankful Thursday in the books. Yours truly is going to go Mao on a couple of delicious Red's breakfast burritos. And then I'm going to go move a whole bunch of stuff out of our old place. But I am already chomping at the bit to be right back here with you tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope to see all of you then. Robert Parkinson, thank you, big man. Kirk Noah, you are absolutely right, my brother. Those Junkwax Vintage Hitboxes are magnificent. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. How about a thankful Thursday morning, thick with 4 C's? Hype train! As always, you legends, I cannot thank you enough for starting a delicious end of the show little hype train. I love it. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. You know it, Mikey won. There you go, Robert Parkinson. I was waiting for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this bad boy to level 5 because I would love to give away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. And my friends, you already know, especially my road dogs, if we take this hype train to level 11 or above, you know what we're giving away this morning, you legends. Threaten me with a good time. All right, folks, it does look like we are current up there in the shop. Thank you again to Trevor Taylor. Thank you, Mikey 2, Kevin O'Brien, Mr. Sanderson, Kilo Joe Montez, Ryan Fenger, Chris Ryder, Cody Durr, Kevin O'Brien, James Berkey, Grayson King, Kirk Noah, Matt Kenyon, and Andrew Shumper. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for making this a magnificent morning. Josh Hausman, good morning, you legend. Long time no see. Top of the morning to you. That's right, Uncle Smitty. We are at Hype Train level 1. 66%. There we go. 3.5 minutes to go, you legends. So, folks, allow me just a moment. Let me set something up for you here. There we go. Thank you for bearing with me for just a second. All right, all right. There you go, you legends. So whoever wins, if we take this hype train to level 5, that is, we still have a long way to go. We are at hype train level 1, 68%, you legends. So if somebody takes this hype train to level 5, I will need you to do me a solid and choose a number on one of these boxes. Big Ernie Larson, thank you so much, you legend. Trevor Taylor, I see you with the unicorn bits. Beautiful. Domo arigato. Robert Parkinson, robato. Mucho aprecio, my brother. And folks, we are almost to that elusive hype train level 2. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for starting a beautiful Thursday morning hype train. And folks, it looks like this one might be pulling into the station at hype train level 1. But as always, folks, I am nothing but grateful. As always, from the bottom of my heart, legends, like I have said before, and I always say, and I never apologize for the redundancy, it is hype trains like this that are the true MVPs of this channel. And I'll explain to you, my friends. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax, whenever we are pricing the stuff up there at junkwaxvintage.com, we have a calculator that we put all the products into, and it shows how much profit we make, how the taxes, the platform fees, it takes that stuff out automatically. And some people, when they start a business, they look at their products and they say, okay, how much money can we make? And they try to bump up that profit as much as possible. I'm definitely not throwing shade. That is how businesses work, right? However, you know things over here are just a little bit different. So myself and Mrs. Junkwax, when we look at that calculator, we try to make the price as low as possible. So we look at each other and say, hey, how much money can we not afford to make? How low can we make these products while still keeping this thing on the rails? So because of that system, my friends, the hype trains and the gifts over on TikTok are truly beneficial and what keeps this whole thing together. So thank you so, so much, my dear friends. All right, it looks like we have 20 seconds left, and that hype train might be pulling into the station this morning. But as always, my dear friends, thank you so very, very much. That was a valiant effort. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. James Berkey says, Dalen, I am going to send you 2 pictures of 2 cards front and back I need help with. All right, James Berkey, I'm happy to help you, buddy. Sounds wonderful. I will look forward to seeing that right after the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, a level 1 hype train, a wonderful way to end our morning. I appreciate you so much, you legends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Todd Empfield, as always, my man, thank you for being here with us. Prestige Pull, Funky Visuals, Grandpa Brucey, thank you always, gentlemen. We are almost to 5,000 likes over there on TikTok this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Always, always, always. All right, folks. Have a terrific remainder of your Thursday. And as always, I need you to go out there and do me a favor today. I need you to do me a solid. Out there today, when you're walking through the world, I need you to do me a solid. First and foremost, I need you to be good to yourselves. Now, folks, I know how difficult it can be. I struggle with that myself. You got to say nice things to yourself when you're using that inner monologue, because we all do. So remember, my friends, that your thoughts become your actions, and your actions become your life. So you got to keep up here as positive as humanly possible. So do your damnedest to maintain that positive mental bearing today and be good to yourselves. Secondly, please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. I know what you're going to say. Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they suck and they don't make it easy. I know. I hear you. Unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially our card hobby, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We do not need any more. We're all set in the a-hole department. What we do need in spades is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you legend, can be the change that you want to see in the world today. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. And lastly, do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude, my dear friends. Like I have said before, I believe it is truly impossible to have a negative day when you live in gratitude. There is always something to be grateful for, my friends. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You always got to remember that there are millions of people out there that would literally unalive somebody in an instant. They wouldn't even think about it if they got to trade places with you and move to North America and have a roof over their head. So fun fact, my friends, let me tell you a little story. When we came back when I was in the military, we had to bring back a couple of refugees. And the refugees were from Afghanistan, and they lived in the mountains. So they were not used to running water. So we brought these guys over to the United States, and they put them up in a hotel on their very first night. And on the very first night, get this, they pulled the tap out of the counter in the hotel because they thought it was magic. They thought that water coming out of the tap was magic. So think about that, my friends. You don't have those kind of problems today, do you? Could be worse, right? So always remember, my friends, keep that attitude of gratitude. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. And doggone it, have a thankful Thursday. And like I said, folks, I am chomping at the bit to be right back here with you tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know it, Jeffro. Love you guys so damn much. Smoochies.
With greedy flames, junkwax lives, never tamed. Cards of warriors, sweat-stained pride, creased and battered, still we ride. Junkwax finish, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless bloom.
Thank you so much, Brian Smith. Thank you, Danny Rendon. Shout out to Jimmy Nuge.
Travis watches blood-soaked screens, midgets clash in violent scenes. Motion throned, thoughts take flight on the porcelain throne tonight.
Tasha, are you still here, my friend? So shout out to each and every one of you that donated some bits today. Trevor Taylor, Ernie Larson, Matt Kenyon, Robert Parkinson, Danny Rendon.
Harrison Bucker, Mikey Cheers, kicker of dreams through countless years. Trevor beams with cosmic light, positive vibes in endless fight.
Shout out to Mikey 2, Tasha. Sincerely appreciate the 1,000 bomb. Thank you so much, Tasha. Robert Parkinson, thank you so much for 100 bits today, you legend.
Junkwax finish, chaos reigns, trading madness pumps our veins. Heroes rise, their cardboard tomb, the past ignites an endless boom. Torn edges, yellow gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world, feel the heat.
Shout out to Anna Diane, Ryan Thanger, Mikey 2. One more time, thank you so much, you legends. Thank you, James Berkey. Thank you, Brian Smith.
Torn edges, yellow gloss, holy relics, double loss. Collectors scream, no retreat. This is our world. Feel the
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
My friends, my family, my road dogs, thank you so much for hanging out to the end here. I sincerely appreciate you. And you already know, this Thick with 4C's Thursday morning deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Oh, my God.
I am humble in general.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Giggity, giggity.
Oh, yeah. There you go, you legends. Thank you again for another extremely thankful Thursday morning. I love you all so damn much. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Make it a wonderful Thursday, my friends. I know you will. I'm going to go destroy a couple of Red's breakfast burritos, and I will see all of you incredible human beings after dinner tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Remember to make sure you keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com and have a thankful Thursday. Much love and respect. Big hugs, firm handshakes, everybody. Thank you again. Bye-bye.